Sorry. Hey, what is up, you guys? Welcome back to JGS. And yes, you guys, you know, there was supposed to be a video coming out this week, and nothing's here yet. So I don't know when or what is gonna happen, but you guys know about the Avengers Doomsday trailer and also Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer. The second one, well, I already figured that Avengers Doomsday trailer will not come out somewhere at this point, but all we know it might come out in July of next month. I kind of figured a date already. It's on July 18th, or even a day when people are going to Comic Con in San Diego, and that's when the trailer might release. But no. But although with Spider-Man Brand New Day though, the trailer might come out at somewhere at this point of this week or neither next week. That's why I have like the thumbnail pulled up already and show you guys like, oh, this might be my next video pretty soon. But no, I'm gonna have to stick to this video for now, and yeah, and I don't know if you guys remember like a few months ago I was talking about like this was like February. I was talking about the three best Spider-Man games, like one from 2018, the Miles Morales one, and the second one, rating the best games that I have ever played and which one, what was the best. And you guys, I told you guys I was going to be talking about the this one where I'm going to be rating the three games that I played before. Fun, they're really fun games and everything, but there's one game that I'm like I kind of dislike it very much, and you guys will see pretty soon. You guys will see later in this video. I'm gonna be rating this game. I'm going with the Spider-Man movie games, from 2002, 2004, and 2007. But not just the movies, but the games that are based off in the movies. So I'm gonna be rating them to tell you guys which one's like my best game I've played. So let's just get right to it. But I mean, before before we got right to the video, I'm gonna show you guys my costume for Fan Fusion, which is coming in the next 3 or 2 days from now, and I'm really excited to film this. You guys will see my experience outside of the my room, and you guys will see me around, filming the whole time, trying to interact with other cosplayers, and me going to some kind of events that are going to be happening. And I'll let you guys know what's going to happen. But it will be a 3 day vlog. So I'm doing day one, day two, and day three all in one in video. And yeah. Anyways, you guys, let's get right to this video. So I'm here to rate, three of the games that I played before, from the Spider-Man games that I played in the past, which, I enjoy really the most of it. And, it's been my most childhood games I played since I was young. I have my PS2 over there, all hooked up and everything. I haven't really played it for a long time, like all the games that I have in there, because I've been playing my PS5, mostly my Nintendo Switch over there. I've been playing mostly because I'm kind of enjoying it more than my PlayStation at this point, honestly. But I'm not switching. I like two consoles together. Xbox is just not my thing at all. But yeah, anyways, you guys. So let's talk about one game. The first game that came out in 2002, and that is Spider-Man, the movie, the game. I guess that's what it's called for a title. So with Spider-Man 1, the very first video game, not the very first, but like the first movie accurate game on the PlayStation 2, or in I mean they're released on other consoles, not just the PS2, but the PS2 always had been my favorite thing I had since I was like what 7 years old. Okay, Spider-Man versus 2002 game. So the game, I love it so much. I love the graphics. I loved how the way it looks in the suit, and the first suit that he wore. Um, he wore it from his wrestling. You know, when when he was wrestling with someone. Um, in the beginning of the game, he wears that suit first. He's trying to find his uncle's killer. In the game, and that's pretty much how it first starts in the game. It kind of it doesn't really fit mostly in the story from the movie. It's kind of it's separate and everything, but it does go along of how the whole thing started. But the way they put it as it is pretty great, and and then some of the other characters, like the other comic book characters, like Shocker, Vulture, Scorpion, and I think what I feel like there's more than them. Uh, I guess there was Craven in this game, but not in the PS2 version. He's actually in the Xbox version. So I would say like what Vulture, Shocker, uh, Scorpion, Green Goblin. I guess there's usually like four villains in the other versions, but there's five of them on the Xbox One. But yeah. But what kind of ticks me off about it's not like a playthrough game. It's more like a level type game. You know, and it's kind of like the PlayStation One Spider-Man game that they released back in what 2000. They made the first one and the second one from 2000 and 2002. Kind of like almost the same graphics, but what I mean by that is where you're mostly on the buildings. You can't really go on the ground because if you go on the ground, you die. And that's what I don't like. But otherwise, it was a pretty fun game to play on. You know, but what's crazy about that you don't when you like swing to the sky, you're swinging to the sky, not the buildings. Which I'm like, oh wow, I guess I don't know if Spider-Man was like that in like in the movies or TV shows. Like mostly he web swings like right through the buildings and stuff, but all the way to the sky. Like how is he holding that? Like how is that possible? It's really crazy and pretty impossible to do that. But it's a video game, so it's pretty different from reality into into a video game. Um, but the whole story of it is looks it's fine. Like I wasn't really disappointed about the whole story about it. I know they're trying to make it accurate to the movie, but some of it were just like really off. But otherwise, the game was fun. I enjoyed it very much, and you guys, and even at the end of the game, it was pretty different. It was a lot different than it was in the movie, where I mean, the final battle it does take place on a bridge, but at the end of it, it was just weird the way the goblin died. Originally he died from his glider, but it pierced like all the way through where his stomach is to the back. So that's how pretty much how he died, and it was pretty different from that. And I feel like the goblin already knew who Spider-Man was behind that mask the whole time in the game, but but the Goblin figures out who Spider-Man is, and it's Peter Parker in the middle of the where they were having their Thanksgiving and everything. That's pretty much where he figures, oh shit, he's Spider-Man. No way. But yeah, it kind of different off the story from the actual movie, but I would rate this game a 8 out of 10, and I enjoy this game very much. But the story is pretty much off. Kind of wish they kind of done a little bit different with the game. The game was extremely hard though. Unless you're on like an easy mode, then you might go through a few things, but you just really die easily from the game. Like you get you get shoot so many times, you get punched, and you fall like on the ground, like you're not able to do like a walkthrough on the floor and everything. Like you're not able to do that. You just die. But the game was also still fun. I enjoyed it. It's an 8 out of 10. I would recommend you guys playing that game if you guys have a PS2 for yourself or any console like the GameCube or Xbox or even a PC version they made. I never seen the PC one. Never really played a PC version before. But yeah, I recommend you guys playing that game. So the next game, you guys, Spider-Man 2 on the PS2 or any kind of console. It still came out from other consoles. So let's talk about that, shall we? So I played this game when I was like at least 7 years old. Um, the same year in 2012, I think, 2012. Um, at that time, that's when I got my game console that I had, my PS2. And well, personally, Spider-Man 1 was the first one I played. And then my mom got me the second game, and so I'm like, you know what, this is a lot better. And let me tell you guys about that. So with the second game from the movies, it's kind of the same, like almost, it's kind of the same accurate from the movie. But in this game though, it's kind of different because Spider-Man doesn't lose his powers in this one, but he does go through a really tough time with New York and the person that he's trying to get with, and everyone thinks that he's just such a big menace and everything, kind of like in the ones in the movie. And it hits so much, like a lot of stuff, but it does feels like I'm playing the movie, which it does take place in the movie, but the entire story is kind of different. But I can see the similarities between the movie and the game. And yeah, but in this part, in this game, he doesn't lose his powers at all, just like how the movie is. But I love this game. In this game, you could actually like roam around whenever you want. Like you don't have to worry about anything. All you gotta do is do a few missions and then take down some bad guys and get points from it. And then once you get all the points, you move on to the next chapter of the game, like moving on to the next mission of the game. And I love that personally very much because it's fun that way without having to deal with levels and stuff. Like it's kind of like a level game. But yeah, you get to roam around whenever you want. You can go inside a Daily Bugle, and you can go inside some a few buildings, kind of like GTA, pretty much. Like in GTA, you just get to roam around and you know drive and shoot up some things or rob a bank or whatsoever, doing some crazy missions, kind of like that. And I loved it. I loved it very much. The graphics are pretty great. The graphics were pretty good back then. It was such a fun game, but it's also hard at the same time because back then this was the first game I ever beaten before. This game was really hard to beat because I kept on dying so many times, but I got myself back up and played it again, and I beat it probably 2 or 3 times in the past when I had this console. But to this day, though, when I play it, it feels different because I haven't used that controller for a long time. The controls feel so different from the game because I got this same game back in 2021, I think, because I thought originally I was gonna get this for Christmas because I lost the game a long time ago. And I asked my mom, like, I want this for Christmas. I want to play it. I haven't played it for so many years. Please give me this thing. And she got me the wrong game. She got me the first Spider-Man game. I'm like, this is the wrong game. And yes, I was looking through presents, of course, and I shouldn't be doing that, but I'm a grown man now, so it's kind of different. It's not the same way as it was before. But I was like 16 at the time. Yeah, 16. So looking around for presents, like, oh, what am I gonna get for Christmas? Boom. I hit the wrong freaking game. Thanks a lot. Sorry. Talking too much. Um, but yeah, you guys, this game was extremely fun. The story was perfect. I truly loved this so much, and I would say it's like my most favorite games I have ever played in my life. So I will rate this game a 10 out of 10. And yes, I know you guys, this is really big, but this game really meant so much to me. It was so fun to play on. And I would recommend you guys playing that game, whenever you like to. I'm like, all right, I'll play this game. But the game was so fun. I really loved it. Hard, but love it. And you guys, let's move on to the very last, I guess. Let's move on to the third game, Spider-Man 3. The game that came out in 2007. Oh, what a year. I really don't know much about 2007, honestly. I was like, what, 3 years old at the time? I was like three. I barely started with my childhood life, seeing how life's gonna be for me, and see what school am I gonna go to. But 2007 was the golden years, honestly. Some of the movies came out that year. Some of the, like Spider-Man 3 came out that year, and I don't know, like I don't know what year I got started falling in love with Spider-Man because you know I was such a big fan of that character way back then when I was like young, so young, like 4 years old. I mean, I started school back in 2008. I started preschool. Crazy how I remember how I started, but anyways, let's get back. Um, so Spider-Man 3, the game. Okay, so I have the PS2 version. I don't have the other versions that are for available for like the PS3 or Xbox or the PC. I never played that version yet, but I'm gonna try and buy like a PS3, and I'll buy a few games for it, and that's pretty much it. But I will try to play that game. Um, but with the PS2 version, it's kind of weird of this version, honestly. Um, because I know more much of the other version where the graphics look more different, the animation looks a bit better, a little bit, I would say. But the graphics on this one, it looks like it just reminds me of the PS2 of the, I mean, the Spider-Man 2 graphics. I would say it just looks like that, honestly. But the game overall is just like it's kind of hard to control on. It's kind of like the way that like because I haven't played these type of games for so many years, and I forgot how to move um the buttons, the uh fudge. I forgot what it's called, but yeah, it was kind of hard to control on. The web swinging was so hard. You know, but the best part of the game is like being in a black suit. For like I would say like maybe like 20 minutes or so, you having a black suit on, but it does kind of control you a little bit. You know, mostly with the character because he's trying to remove it and he don't want to get infected by it. Um, but the black suit is like the best one I play because it's a lot more easier to the combat, fighting and stuff. It makes the fighting a lot more easier. But when I'm wearing the regular suit, it's kind of hard to fight with the bad guys in this game. But even though with this game, all the characters just like they don't really fit in with the movie, honestly. Like they were never exist except for like the Sandman and Venom. That these were the only two that that were in the movie. I don't know how to say about this game, honestly. Is I would say this game is kind of trash, honestly. It's not all that fun. It's kind of hard to control everything, especially like um what you call it. It doesn't really fit in as much as the with the other version of the game. at all because I watched the other version of the game before. I never really played it, but I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna buy me like a PS3 someday. Just to play that game only, and that's it. Or even with the other games I want to try. But yeah, just I just hate this game. It is hard to control. The story, the graphics are just they're so terrible, you guys, so bad. So I guess I'm gonna make this decision now. I will rate this game a 5 out of 10. And yeah, this game was terrible. If I was playing the other version, maybe I would rate that a little bit more, like a 7 out of 10. But no, this game is terrible. It's a 5 out of 10. A five. I'm like, no, bro. Like this game is so freaking terrible. I wouldn't. Never. No more. I mean, I have played it a few times before, but I'm just like, I'm not used to this anymore. And I bought this game back in 2020. I was bored one day. We went to the swap meet, and I saw the game. Like, I'm gonna play this game. And after playing it, I'm just like, even though, let me tell you guys this. After when I get to the part, after when I beat the entire half the game, like almost done with the game, I'm already on the part trying to fight with Sandman. When he goes right down to the subway, to the underground, the game just stops me, like right there. And that pisses me off. Like, what's wrong with the game? I bought another disc for it, and it kind of does the same exact thing. It's doing the same way. It stops where the Sandman part is. Like I never beaten the whole game. That's why I say the game is terrible. And don't even give me the part where Venom, where Eddie Brock gets the Venom suit. But guess what, you guys? He does not sound like the character from the other version. He sounds the same like in the movie with his normal voice. Like there was no Venom voice at all. It was just terrible. He still sound the same when he had the Venom suit on. That's why I'm like, dude, this is just a trash game. Never again, bro. Never again. But yeah, fucking. I'm sorry. 5 out of 10, you guys. 5 out of 10. This was such a terrible freaking trash game. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this freaking video. Just rating all these three Spider-Man games that I played throughout my life. And hey, guys. Anyways, let's get to the best part where I want to put on this suit right now. So I will be back. Just one moment. So yeah, you guys, this is it right here. As you can see, wearing the outfit. uh, I don't look too bad, am I right, you guys? Like, this was the best idea I can come up with. You know, this was. Let me show you guys. Hold on, let me put this camera shit down. Yeah. Yeah, this is awesome. I cannot wait to go on Friday, you guys. I mean, this ain't the suit I'm wearing the entire week. I'm gonna wear other two suits, like my other one, and I'm just gonna wear like a whole bland, outfit with the mask on and my web shooters and all. Make it like a Peter Parker slash Spider-Man, wearing his mask and everything. Um, but yeah, you guys, I can't wait. I cannot wait to go this weekend. You guys gonna see me, and it's gonna be a great time. I promise you guys, this video will be definitely worth to watch, and I'm gonna rewatch it every single time. Just looking through the whole memory thing, and then you're like, oh wow, this is what a time. And the next year, I don't know what's gonna happen next year, but hopefully this time that I have my own booth. But depending on how big I will be for next year. So yeah, you guys. Um, I do appreciate you guys for watching this video. I know this ain't much, and I was really hoping for the Spider-Man Brand New Day will come out, but it might come out probably next week or so, or this week. I'm not sure yet, but it's gonna be worth to watch, and I cannot wait to watch this. So yeah, you guys, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, follow my socials too, and and I'll see you guys in my next video going to Phoenix Fan Fusion. I'll see you guys later. So yeah, you guys. I mean, good night, good day, good evening, whatsoever, good morning, some shit. I'll see you guys later.